It didn't feel like, seasons after 4 seasons in the conference, it didn't feel like things were moving forward. At the end of
Okay.
our 4th season in the conference, we just finished 7th under Paul Buckle. Sure, we made history. We became the first National League side to beat a Premier League side in the FA Cup, since those competitions had been renamed as such. Since
Yeah.
the inception of the Premier League, we beat Norwich 1-0. And that Norwich team had a young Harry Kane in it, funnily enough, but he didn't bother us that day. It was Harry Kane before he was Harry Kane, I would say.
Okay.
Um, but that season was very doom and gloom. It was our lowest finish pretty much in our modern history. It didn't look great. I would say the big turning point came when our fifth manager number 5 came in to through the doors at Kenilworth Road in our foray into the conference, and that was John Still. And John Still
Okay.
set the groundwork for what we are now. And you will still see him around the club. Sure, he's not affiliated with the club in any position, but he is there around the club, and he was at Wembley when we went up. He was around the club this season, coming to games, because John Still is a remarkable man, and he set the tone for what slingshotted us up the leagues. With
Okay.
his recruitment, he pretty much cleared out the team, brought in all the players that he wanted. At first, it didn't look like it was going to be a great season. We started our National League Championship winning season a bit shaky. But he brought in the players that he wanted, and the crowds were not happy with what was going on. And there was famously a bust-up between our club captain at the time, Ronnie Henry, and someone in the crowd. It almost came to blows. Like as Ronnie Henry and the team were coming off the pitch, one person from the crowd, was really angry with the start to the season. But John Still saw that as an opportunity to get the fans on side. So he would go and get a member from the crowd into the team huddle post-match. And that really got the fans back on side. And remember, we were in the conference, so the club needed to be dragged back together. The club and the fans were the furthest apart they'd ever been at that point. And it really got everyone back on side and aligned. And that alignment between the club and the fans is really a cornerstone of how we've progressed over the past decade.
Yeah.